All right, everybody. Welcome back to Degen-Capital's 4th episode now.
4th episode. Let's go. We're keeping the train rolling.
We have a special guest today.
Our graphic designer.
Hello. My
Aaron.
name is Aaron, yes.
My roommate as well here at Kent State. So, yeah, we have Aaron on as a guest. He's going to ask us a couple questions because, you know, he's new to this cool cryptocurrency, NFT stuff, and he's really trying to learn. So we're going to give him some great information and hope you guys can learn from this today as well. So, yeah.
Yes. All right. You want me to go ahead and ask a question? Ask first question?
Let's get started.
Okay.
What you got?
All right. So kind of looking at, I did some research. I have a little bit of knowledge of it. Are there multiple blockchains? And if so, how does it get verified? Or maybe...
Zach, you want
want me to take this?
I think you're good with this.
So, yes, there are multiple blockchains. Obviously, like, the most known one is Bitcoin. That is, like, the main blockchain that everybody thinks of whenever they hear the word blockchain. But there's also blockchains for other cryptocurrencies, too, like Ethereum. Ethereum has its own blockchain. Obviously, Ethereum is a lot much different of a coin as compared to Bitcoin. But, yeah, there's multiple blockchains. I think there's tens of thousands of them, honestly. As far as being verified, so what happens is, so a transaction is set on a block, and for it to get verified, the miners have to accept a hash, and whenever they accept the hash, the block is complete, and then it goes on to the next block, and it verifies the transaction.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like pretty neat, but it's so confusing.
It's very complex, and
yeah.
So kind of going off that, you're talking about hash. What is that?
It's just a word that they use to, like, it's like verification.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
the best way to explain it would probably be like, I don't know, like a mathematical, like an algorithm or equation that they solve, and then it gets
Right,
they
exactly.
solve like an equation, and then
that's the hash.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
once the hash is verified, the block is complete, and then it goes to the next block, because a blockchain works as, like, literally blocks of, like, information and coding and, like, transactions. And so if, like, this block is not complete or they don't verify it, then it's completely cut off and these blocks won't execute.
Oh, okay.
It's
Interesting.
pretty neat
Interesting.
stuff.
All right. So next question. Okay. So they say it's decentralized. Do I need to pay taxes on each transaction, or do I need to pull it, or do I need to verify it? I don't know, when I pull it out, or how does that work?
What I've taken from it, because so far the government, IRS, these regulations, nothing's really happened yet, and
It's still really new.
super new, so
Nobody
they really
really
don't
knows.
know how
Yeah.
to regulate it. But what I'm thinking, and what most people have told me, is that what is it? I think you're gonna have to pay taxes for every transaction that you make.
Okay. So every time you buy or sell something,
Yeah.
you have to.
You're definitely going to have to be paying taxes for, on Coinbase. If you bought and sold any coins on Coinbase, you're definitely going to have to do that. NFTs, it's still a little bit under the water. No one's really too sure, but it's definitely safer just to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you think it is possible that crypto will be accepted like the U.S. dollar? Like, you'll be able to go into Walmart
Absolutely.
and pay with 1 ETH or pay with an ETH of something or whatever.
Interesting that you just said Walmart, because I saw this in the news the other day. Walmart has, and it's at a few locations of Walmart now, they have Bitcoin ATMs.
Yes, I've seen those.
So you can go into Walmart and exchange whatever for Bitcoin. But I think I mean, this industry is still so brand new. Bitcoin was invented 10 years ago, literally.
That's nuts.
It's brand new. Nobody has really used it yet. We're still on fiat currencies and everything right now, but I think it's shifting towards, e-currency type stuff a lot. People are using PayPal, Venmo a lot. I use Venmo every
everybody
week.
uses every day. I'll be using that. Well,
So do you think that it'll be a physical thing? Do you think you'll be able to pull out, I don't know, an Ethereum dollar, or will it all be digital
I think
stuff?
all
gonna be
digital.
There'll be no physical handling of anything.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so. I saw something yesterday that AMC, the movie theaters, they're accepting Shiba and Dogecoin
Yeah.
to watch movies now, which is
Tesla
pretty crazy.
is too. Tesla accepts
Doge.
Doge and Shiba as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Shiba. I might.
I think so.
for their merch. I don't think you can buy cars yet with Doge or
No.
She, but
I think he was trying to do that, but hasn't
they have
worked
like
out.
little Tesla car whistles or something.
Yeah,
something
just like their
stupid, just to,
small
like,
little
experiment.
accessories. Yeah,
Mhm.
T-shirts, whatever it may be,
Yeah.
with it on them.
Okay, that's cool. Will there be a time where it's less volatile? Like, do you think it'll be pretty steady, kind of like the dollar is now? Like, it'll be, for the most part, everyone knows it's going to be the same. Obviously, it'll be inflation, going to go up eventually over time, but...
Yeah. Like I said earlier, how it's like this is so brand new. I mean, there's a shit ton of money that's in this right now because, I mean, we're little guys. Like $1 million is crazy to us.
Yeah.
But there's by no means like big money in this yet. So that's why it's crazy volatile. You know, it's not like traditional finance, traditional stocks. It's more like this. I think whenever it becomes more globally and widely adopted, mass adoption, it's definitely going to start to slow down a little bit. If you look at the Bitcoin chart, like the logarithmic progression over time, you can definitely see, you know, it starts up pretty vertically and it's starting to lean out a little bit. It's still going to be volatile for a few years, I think. But I think it's definitely going to
peak off.
Yeah, because we see times where, it'll be up like 10% in a day, and then you go to bed, and like a couple hours later, it's down like 8%. Like, it's just crazy how fast this shit moves.
Yeah, it's risky. That's why it's risky.
Yeah, that's why it's super risky. Like, the other night, I was looking at Bitcoin, and it was probably like 12:30, and then I looked at it at like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was down like $2,000, like 6%, some shit like that. Like, it was just nuts.
Think about that though. Like, if you buy a Bitcoin, if you have one Bitcoin, you can just make like or lose
you
thousands
can lose
of dollars in a matter of
2 hours.
minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that.
It's insane. But yeah, it's just the way it is because it's still brand new and there's not a whole lot of money in it, so it's very easy to pump and dump things.
Yeah, because that happens all the time.
Another question I had was, how are Bitcoins or cryptos mined? Like, how does, like, so in traditional, like, mining gold, you, like, there's physical gold in the ground, you pick it up. So
with a pickaxe.
how do you mine a cryptocurrency?
Well, what I've seen, I mean, I don't know if this is right, but I've seen people buy those GPUs or what? Yeah, right. They buy like hundreds of GPUs, and you know they set them up in some warehouse, and it's using a massive amount of energy. But then I guess every one of those GPUs mines a certain amount of the whatever currency you're trying to mine, and those systems solve these equations to then earn these tokens.
Yeah, and those are the miners.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, and that's what every time we make transactions, we like Jimmy explained last episode, or 2 episodes ago. Sorry. Yeah, every time you make a transaction, we call it gas. It's a fee which we pay to the miners.
Oh.
Right. Yeah, that's what it would. That's pretty much what it goes towards.
Okay, so it's kind of like they're kind of generating it almost. It's kind of like they're just making it low key out of thin air, like out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like Bitcoin. It's not physically backed by anything. Which I mean, people say like Bitcoin's going to go to zero one day, and it 1,000% can because it's not backed by anything physically.
Okay,
but it's more of like the idea and everything behind it is what's giving it its value and everything.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of shift towards NFTs now.
Okay.
A question I had was, so NFTs right now seem like you just see selling JPEGs, and I kind of did some research, and there's some utilities behind some of them as well.
Yeah.
What else is there other than just the kind of the utility or the JPEGs, or like maybe that's kind of like the main use for it? I don't know.
Well, I think the biggest use for them is the contracts that are behind it. The smart contracts.
For sure.
They're brand new, but I mean, I think that's like I don't know. It's like the hidden gem behind it.
It
like,
is.
You
So,
see these pictures and stuff like that. People are like, "Oh, you're just buying pictures," but
yeah,
you're buying a picture. That's part of it. But I think the main behind it is the contract.
So what is the self contract? Like, what is that? Like, is it just?
It's the smart contract. So it's basically just like. It's like an automated, like artificial intelligence type of thing, like algorithms, and it like it can be used for like financial purposes, like trading, finance, just things like that, and it's.
Does it kind of verify it in a way, or?
Yeah, because that's what you. Yeah, whenever you make, I don't know, when you make a transaction, you buy or you sell something. It runs like that contract is a thing that it runs through, and then the contract then verifies it. And it's on the blockchain for everybody to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like you really can't like I don't know, fake. I don't know, not fake, but
Yeah, I get what you mean.
yeah, like I don't know how to explain. Like, okay, so like if you go to a baseball game or something and they're having NFT ticket sales and you have a fake ticket, you cannot get in because they're gonna scan it and they're be like, yeah,
Exactly.
it's not on the blockchain. This is fake.
Okay.
That's
So it's like super secure. And
That's
you can
something I
tell.
was going to add to your point
Yeah.
when Aaron asked about NFTs. It's another thing that is literally brand new. NFTs just started getting big. Well, the first NFTs were minted in like 2017, I think, right?
Yeah, 2017.
2017, 2018. But the big NFT craze didn't start until this year.
I'd go May of last year. Yeah.
And it's literally all art.
Mhm,
That's all
that's
it
it.
is. That's how new NFTs are, that it's literally just art.
That's it. There's
Like, think about that. It's
Mhm.
just art. This stuff has so much technology and innovation behind it. It is going to be absolutely huge. Everybody's going to know what an NFT is. Everybody's going to use NFTs. You're going to have an NFT to get into concerts, like you said. People
Yeah.
are going to be making music through NFTs. There's
virtual
gonna be
worlds. Like there's
virtual
just
it's
so much.
it's huge.
It's kind of
It is a
uncomprehendable,
huge
but
thing.
some
Just
very
like
some
nobody
very
knew what
very
these
smart
were.
people working behind with that shit.
Yeah, it seems like people want kind of what they can't have. So like, what kind of like makes or breaks an NFT? Like, what you see projects and some of them have thousands of thousands and some only have 100, and those
Yeah.
ones maybe do a lot better than the ones with thousands of thousands. Is it purely based on looks or
Trust.
Trust.
I think it's
Trust.
more about trust.
Trust
I got
in
a cou-
what?
I got a couple. You explain.
I want to
Trust?
hear your
Okay,
side
I think
first.
I got a couple. I think it's obviously a trust, the community, like the people that are in it.
Yeah.
Obviously the looks, because you're buying a picture. You're
Yeah.
like for the looks.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are my three main things. Yeah, those are my three main things for NFTs: trust, community, and looks.
Yeah, I agree. Trust. But I think I agree as well with the community. That's how Bored Apes went absolutely insane, because
Yeah.
their community is literally one of the best communities on the planet. I mean, literally all they did was they bought every ape, delisted all of them.
Yeah.
None of them are listed for buy now prices.
Yeah,
so
you can't. Yeah, there's no.
so then
buy
that
nows.
spikes the value and rarity. I mean, it's really all about like finding a project that is trustworthy, that has a good community, and you just have to do your research.
Yeah.
I mean, just don't ape into something that looks cool.
You
I like
can,
Star
but,
Wars, so I'm gonna buy a lightsaber. Just don't do that.
Yeah.
Like you have to research and do your stuff.
Yeah, because like we talked about, like if you want to go watch that second episode with Jimmy, we were talking about the same shit where nowadays all these projects, you really can't trust many of these projects that are coming out now.
Yeah,
It's just how it is right now.
especially with the influencers.
Yeah.
I've never bought an influencer NFT.
Why?
Never.
Why have you never bought an influencer?
Because it's just
Not
like
not
Is it kind of like a
trustworthy.
bandwagon kind of thing? You don't want to.
not really that. It's just like kind of what's gonna happen. You know what their idea behind it is. They're just trying to make a quick buck. They're not really
Yeah.
trying to
They don't know
make an
anything
NFT
about
for
this.
any use.
Mm-mm.
They're not trying to like have an idea behind it. They just want to make like a picture, make a few $100,000 and say that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Which
don't
is
Interesting.
really scummy.
very.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so there's cryptos have a blockchain. Do NFTs share the same blockchain? Do they have their own separate blockchain, or how's that work?
I believe that they're minted off of the blockchain. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm still learning on NFTs. I'm still learning about crypto. I could be wrong, but I think that it comes from. I'm pretty sure that it mints off of the blockchain.
I think it's gonna. Yeah, I think it's the same. So like if you use Ethereum to buy an NFT, then yeah, it's gonna be on that Ethereum blockchain.
Right.
If you go on Solana, buy a Solana NFT, it's gonna be on the Solana blockchain.
Right. So if you have, let's say, a Solana NFT, it's solely a Solana NFT. Like you can't sell it for
ETH. Yeah, you can't transfer it to the
or-
other ones. It just can't work because they're two different blockchains, two different coins.
So you'll pay for it in Ethereum, and then so it'll be in the Ethereum blockchain.
Yeah.
then.
Right.
Mm.
It's all about what network it's on.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's different
Okay.
networks.
All right. I'm gonna go to the Web3 stuff now.
Okay.
These have some interesting questions. Will there be a day when we can't tell a difference between the virtual and the real world?
I think so.
I think so
That's
as well.
very scary. I don't
The-
like to think about
the
that,
Ready,
but
the Ready Player One.
it's gonna be here one day.
It is. I mean, we could be in one already.
Yeah,
Literally.
He loves this shit.
I'm all into like theories and hypothesis and stuff like that. I just like to get the brain going and thinking. But I think it's possible. I mean, we don't know.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be after.
How could you know?
Our time? But I don't know.
I think we'll see.
You think we'll see it?
I think we'll see a virtual world that has like the senses and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean they're already working.
I mean, we
on it,
might
but-
be old pieces of shit, but
Hey,
I think
gonna
we'll
be
see
crazy.
it. It is going to be crazy. It's scary.
You're not gonna be able to. I just think there's gonna be the day. Yeah, you're just not gonna be able to differentiate real life from this virtual life.
Yeah.
You're gonna put your goggles on and you're gonna think it's all fucking normal, like normal life.
Well, that's another thing too.
Like I don't. It scares me.
We don't have the technology yet, but maybe we have full suits we put on to where we
Yeah.
feel and maybe smell and taste.
Yeah.
That's everything.
I was
The
just going to
five
ask
senses.
that. Like, this is kind of a weird question, but like, do you think you'll be able to like, I don't know, maybe like eat in the metaverse or like,
Probably.
or like smoke or like
Well,
vape or like?
A couple weeks ago, I did see something where I think it was in China or something. Somebody was able to make some virtual thing where you eat and you can actually taste what you're eating.
That's
a
weird.
real. It's a real thing.
Does it give like actual substance to your body? Like, does it actually
No, but like
nutritious? or
no actual like yeah.
But
Like
if
you're
you
not
can taste
digesting it, but yeah, you can taste it. Like if you're eating spaghetti
That's
or ice cream or whatever
so-
it may be, you can taste the flavor
That's so interesting.
virtually, which is like,
Fascinating.
What?
All
Yeah,
this
I think
stuff.
that's what it was. I saw something about that.
It's crazy.
No, that is cool. Okay. Here we're gonna get to the most important question now.
Alright,
This is kind of
alright.
the last question I kind of had for the day. So, Web 1 was kind of like reading and writing, kind of basic things. The
Sending
times
an
of the
email.
sending an email.
Right.
Web 2 was kind of like community. So that Web 1 plus interaction with other people, and Web 3 kind of says portable and personal. How is it portable and personal? I don't know.
So Web 2 is obviously, like you said, it's more about community and conversation with people or a group of people.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that all started with social media, with Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. But these are all private institutions. They have their own set of rules. I think Web 3 is going to be pretty much the same thing, but it's going to be a branch off of that. Like you said, portable. So it's going to be, you're going to be able to have communication. You're going to be able to have conversation. You're going to be able to have events. You're going to be able to talk to people, communities, but it's going to be portable because you're going to be able to be like face to face with these people that you're talking to as opposed to on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You're going to be face to face with them. Or
Interesting.
like most recently during the pandemic, everybody had to go online, do everything online. They had to
Mhm.
go to work. They
Still doing
couldn't
it.
go to the offices. And they did it all on whatever, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, or whatever. In Web 3, they're not going to be using Zoom or Teams. They're going to be setting up, like virtual
Virtual
worlds
meetings, yeah.
that you go in just like a typical meeting, like sitting at a table like we are right now, but it's going to be the Web 3 version. And we're
Yeah.
going to be able to discuss our, our job, what we're doing, our business.
Mm.
You know
Like
what I mean?
You saw the Facebook metaverse video. Remember whenever he
Yeah.
was sitting in there? I mean, that's very early, but that's what's
Oh, yeah.
gonna
I
be
mean,
like.
Yeah. It's super early.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's
Last-
why you have to get on it now, because
Now.
all this stuff is so early. Please do yourself
We
a favor
urge
and
you,
just do
please.
a little bit of research.
Do research.
This is all so
By the
new.
way, this is no financial advice.
None of it.
None
ever.
of it is. We're just stupid college kids that love
Degenerates.
this shit. Degenerates that love this shit.
Degen-Capital. We're all feeling a little bit bad today.
All right, yeah. Let's move over. We are. You
just
know,
just like the past 3 episodes, but
yeah, I know.
we walk in every time we go.
It's what we
"Ah."
do. It's just what we do because
We go, how are you feeling today?
we
A little
live it
slow.
up. We live it up every Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hey, maybe even Sundays if we're feeling really good. This is just what we
It's the
do.
college experience.
Exactly. You
You
got to
got
get
to.
it in.
Obviously, education is number one. though.
Yeah, always. Education
what
is
you're here
number one.
for.
Mm-hmm.
and the
But-
connections.
and the connections for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
but you gotta
Really
throw
here for.
in some fun there for sure.
Here and
For
there,
sure.
yeah. You can't just be
We
all
will.
work. Got to
Exactly.
work hard. Got to play hard.
Exactly. All right. Last question.
Okay.
Web 4. What will Web 4 be? In your eyes.
Web 4.
In your eyes. Web 3 is obviously still brand new, but Web 4, if you had to think of what it could possibly be, what would it be in your eyes?
Dilly, you answer first. I want some time to think about this.
I gotta give me a second here. Oh my.
Will there even be a Web 4?
I think so. I think
there. Yeah.
I think it's going to keep progressing. I mean, technology is so advancing at such a fast pace. Like, there's no stopping it. It's the most growing industry in the entire world, and it's growing faster than anything ever has.
Ever.
Any industry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think Web 4.
I
don't know.
I stumped him, guys. I stumped him.
He did stump us with this question.
Maybe Web 4 is going to be like the introduction to like the fourth dimension.
Let's elaborate. Maybe, if you can. I don't know. It's hard.
Like, because obviously you have Web 2 or like just regular. No, forget what I just said. You have regular life. And then with Web 3, you have the virtual reality. You have that life. I think maybe Web 4 could be like the bridge between all of it and connecting it all together and creating like the fourth dimension or like something new that like bridges it all together and is like, I don't know, maybe like a wormhole or something, or I don't know.
I'd say
the bridge between technology and the physical world.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I have no clue. I've never even thought of Web 4.
I'm going to go off and just say I think Web 4 is you're living in that virtual world pretty much indefinitely.
Yeah?
I think
that's a good theory.
That's what I think. Yeah, you're
cue interstellar music.
What is there like an actual definition for Web 4?
I looked it up earlier. It was something talking about like symbiotic. I don't know.
Let me look it up real quick.
I was looking at it earlier.
Web 4.
Yeah, see what you bring
because
up.
then there wouldn't be like a separate technology and human body. It would just be
Symbiotic
all one, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, I think living in the virtual world, and I think the shit that Elon Musk is doing, like the Neuralink stuff.
Yeah.
I think Web 4 is just gonna be
Wow.
That's
like,
gonna
just,
intertwine.
Like, us humans and technology are just gonna be together. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I think.
So right here, source, finextra.com. Web 4.0 is also known as the symbiotic web.
Mm-hmm.
The idea being the symbiotic web is that once the metadata are organized, Web 3.0, human and machines can interact in symbiosis. What's symbiosis? Do you know what symbiosis is?
Symbiosis.
I have no idea.
Get on it, editor over here.
Meaning that we would be able to build more powerful interfaces like mind-controlled interfaces, for example.
Oh. So like kind of like if you have access to the door, just saying door, like thinking open. Door open and
that
the door's open.
That's what I think.
That's nuts.
Technology and humans combined.
Dude, that's kind of like what I was saying in one of the previous episodes. I think I mentioned. What do you think will happen first? Do you think robots will take over, or do you think humans will join with robots and become cyborg?
I'll have to find that. We'll find that and put it in here.
But dude, that's pretty much what it is, right? I mean, you're putting. Yeah.
That in it. Well, and if you take a step down, kind of look at the Amazon Echoes and those kinds of things, and you say, Alexa, turn the lights on. Alexa, turn down the air conditioning.
Yeah.
I know a couple people that they can fully integrate that in their house. Like they can say, Alexa, open the garage door. Alexa, do this kind of thing. So it's just, I think it's kind of taking it to the next step.
Putting it all in here.
In here.
That is absolutely fascinating. That is crazy.
I don't know if it would be improving the human life or taking the human aspect away from life. Or
Web 4.0 services will be autonomous, proactive, content exploring, self-learning, collaborative, and content generating agents based on fully matured semantic and reasoning technologies as well as AI.
We got symbiosis on the screen now. Interaction between two different organisms living in close physical association, typically to the advantage of both.
So kind of it's going with that. Two different organisms, so humans and technology.
It literally says that we can't coexist, so we have to bridge together.
Yes.
That's what it's saying.
That is nuts. Web 4, mind blowing.
It's
holy.
It's venom,
man. I just want to live in Web 3.
I don't want to make money anymore. I don't want NFTs. I want to stay.
All right, we're ending the podcast here right now. We've gone
scary.
too far.
It's too scary.
It's getting nuts out here on the Degen-Capital
That
podcast.
is crazy. Think about that. Web 4.0. So
Is that end goal, you think? Do you think that's
I don't know. I think it's gonna be I don't
obviously
know.
until we either blow up the entire Earth or
Yeah.
the Earth? Yeah.
No, I don't think.
will that be the end to like
Suffering?
human civilization as we know it? Like, will that be a brand new?
I don't think so.
Will that be a brand new like tier to human civilization?
What? Like, what do you?
Like,
Like a new hierarchy or something? I don't know. Like,
if there's a chip in our head, will it be able to control us? I think is kind of where you're getting at, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like-
mhm.
Will it be able to control us in a way? So, like, a government puts a chip in your head, and then it
Maybe.
Kinda, then it
I
kind
mean,
of
I
takes
didn't
away
even
your
think
free
about
will.
that.
I
So
feel
then
like
you're-
that definitely could happen because the government wants their hands on everything and everyone, and so I think
ownership and power.
yeah, that's all. Yeah,
That's all it's
the
about.
government. Yeah,
That's what government's all about.
so I think
know.
one day
That's why
definitely
Web
have
3 is
that.
big though, because Web 3 is trying to get away from all of that.
Yeah, decentralized.
Everything is
Yeah,
decentralized. They don't want
Power to the people.
power to the people.
I
Literally,
think that's how it should be.
power to the community.
We still got a couple more minutes left.
Well, that's good.
That's freaking nuts, though. A lot of shit to think about. Oh gosh.
Absolutely. Biden, he just.
Oh yeah.
We have to talk about this.
We do,
He
we
just
do.
signed the executive order for cryptocurrencies.
Still pretty vague.
To do what?
Yeah, it was pretty,
Pretty
vague.
vague, yeah.
There was nothing like definitive about what he was going to do. It
Maybe
was
bring a couple points up on the screen.
It was more so just talking about like how the U.S. plans on like fully accepting cryptocurrency.
Uh-huh.
They're trying to get in on it. They want to explore, the technology and everything behind it, and use it for innovation to catch up with the global markets, because people are like full time in crypto now.
Yeah.
Other countries,
Mm-hmm.
so they want to get into it now.
So he's full on board with it, you think?
I saw another thing too is they wanted to get like stable coins, kind of, not backed by. But
Yeah, central bank coins.
Yeah, connected to the U.S. dollar, I believe.
Yeah, so what they want to do is they want to make like their own cryptocurrency,
Coins. Yeah.
and then have that be, as used as
Mhm.
e-payments.
Which
here
I've heard
and
about
get
this
rid
a
of the-
while ago. My boss at my work, she was actually talking to me a minute ago about how the government wants to create their own crypto.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, they probably will. They haven't.
Yeah, most likely.
I was reading the article whenever this came out, and they said that as of now they aren't planning on it, but they are looking into it for sure.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
bet they are. They probably get through.
But
Will it? Will they create a whole new like currency like off of it, or will it?
No,
they
it's
put
just
the
gonna-
U.S. dollar into the crypto market.
exactly.
Yeah,
it's
that kind
gonna,
of thing.
it's going to be like the U.S. dollar fiat, but through the blockchain.
Yep.
Interesting.
There's going to be a new blockchain. I guess.
Yeah, another big thing they were talking about is just protecting consumers and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah, protection.
I mean, yeah, that's probably a good thing to do.
And it's it's a step in the right direction. I just
I
don't want
think.
them to like.
I don't want them to overstep their boundaries or
Right,
to fuck this up, to
exactly.
be honest.
But it's good that they are getting into it because there is a lot of bad things in crypto.
True, yeah.
There's a lot of criminal activity.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, some money laundering.
Mm-hmm.
So getting into it and fixing some of the bad things would be better
Yeah.
for mass adoption, in my
I think
opinion.
so. Yeah, when I saw this, I was like, I kind of like agreed with it because I thought whenever they were going to release this, I'm like, I'm going to look at it and just shake my head. But no, I kind of agree with what they're doing.
Yeah,
Taking it very slow, I agree. They should.
as long as they don't take my ETH.
Exactly. Don't take my wallet.
I worked hard for my ETH. Damn it.
Selling JPEGs left and right for that.
Literally, dude.
Oh, all right. I think, how much time we got? All right, we got about a minute left.
Little
Wrap her
chitter
up.
chatter.
Yeah, a little chit chat. Yeah.
Well, it was awesome having you
Mhm.
guys invite me on
Aaron,
here.
You
It
had
was-
some really good questions, and I
Yeah.
think the audience are gonna love listening to those too because they're probably in the same.
hopefully,
Yeah,
I
same realm
Great
as you.
questions,
provided some
Aaron.
information. Yeah.
Mhm, yeah.
Great questions.
Maybe learned a couple things here on the Degen-Capital podcast. But yeah, all right, everybody. That was the Degen-Capital podcast, episode 4. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Catch us on Spotify, YouTube, and TikTok, YouTube Shorts, just for some little clips here and there. And actually, didn't we talk about it last time? We got like 1.7K views on the YouTube Shorts Thank you guys.
We love
for
you.
Yeah.
Thank you
watching
for the
that shit.
support.
That was so awesome to
Keep
see.
running it up. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow our handles on Twitter.
All of it. Yes,
Let's
sir.
keep it going.
Yes, sir.
Degen
All right,
Takeover 2022.
here we go. Thank you for coming on,
Yes,
Aaron.
thanks for having me.
All right, everybody. We'll see you later.